I think that they're doing something really cool is by making sure there is Star Wars every year.
The mouse is good about that.
And that you can't, if you want to make a good movie, you can't turn around a new one every year.
Did you just say the mouse?
Disney owns Star Wars.
I know they do. I just can't believe you said the mouse.
Look, Robert Iger.
They don't really make a lot of mistakes.
You guys make no mistakes. I'm sorry. You guys are perfect.
For those of us not looking...
Hey. Disney hired Lin-Manuel Miranda. They are okay in my book.
I'm not looking for a job for Disney, so I'm going to be honest with you. You know, they do make mistakes.
I'm looking for a job.
I'm impressed with them in a lot of things they do. I know grown folks that are looking forward to Descendants 2, which I thought was an ingenious concept by itself.
Have you
seen
it? A little
miscast. Yes, I have. I loved it. It was great.
I don't know.
It was a little miscast.
I saw it.
But great job.
I liked the angry one with purple hair.
Of course you
She was
did.
my favorite.
Dove Cameron, very talented young lady. And I'll leave it at that. But anyway, back to Star Wars.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What happens if they're successful, Keith?
What do you mean? What happened?
I mean, this was a one-off story.
We did all the Star Wars movies.
This is a one-off story.
No. You're not getting this, dude. They've already planned beyond this. This is what makes them so perfect.
They plan like 1,000 years in advance.
At least.
I mean, they started releasing like marketing material for Incredibles 2 like 14 years ago. It was like forever.
She's not wrong.
Yeah. But what I mean is that when they a year ago, before the episode 8 came out, they had already laid it out there exactly what they were going to do. I mean, at that time, we weren't exactly clear as to what movie was going to be after this one. And now, a year later, and we've already started casting the next, the Han Solo movie. So, I mean, my thing is, whatever they want to do, fine. All I know is Fox can't say, because Disney released a Star Wars movie that made more money last year than pretty much the whole of all 6 episodes. $2 billion. That freaked me out. $2 billion.
Is that adjusted for inflation?
No, is there going to be a new Battlefront with this movie?
No, I don't think
right
so.
now,
it's still like a lot.
No.
Yeah, that's $2 billion.
Right now, what they're doing is mostly just adding DLCs and stuff.
Right.
I don't see them. I don't see them breaking.
But shouldn't, correct me if I'm wrong, and both of you guys can answer this. But
ouch.
Because, I mean, you can't even, and actually, you're as much of a gamer as I am. So my question is, with this story, which is separate from what the storyline we're trying to follow with
episode 8, 9, and 10. Yes.
So another game, not necessarily a Battlefront.
It'll be a Lego game. I guarantee it.
Don't ruin my question before I answer.
Hey, Lego Batman was great.
But another not only another game, but a separate game, maybe even a separate company, would not be an unintelligent thing.
You know what? There's no reason to have a separate company in that.
It's just a suggestion.
Well, Disney's video game arm has been cut in half, essentially. They've
been struggling for it.
They're focused more on the mobile kind of side of things at this point in time.
Well, the reason what I was going to say is that Lucasfilm is part of what they bought. And the Lucasfilm gaming division was working on... Yeah, but I mean... They called it after a while gaming because that whole LucasArts thing went kind of sideways. But no, what they were doing with the prequel films is a good example. The final one that they did, they used a lot of the visual effects people from that for a lot of their video games because they figured out that we're kind of paying for double the amount of equipment to basically do the same thing, and you can use parts of one for another.
But the game sucked.
Doesn't matter if it sucked. They saved money. It's corporate.
From that, they took a lot of the information that took place in that weird gap that we had,
right?
That we will no longer have because now we have a Rogue One movie. But they took a lot of the information from like the novels and the like overarching universe,
good.
And they put it into Star Wars: The Old Republic,
right?
And it's, I mean...
Which none of that's canon anymore.
Hey, I know. I'm aware. I've read books, and now I feel like I wasted time.
Correct me if I'm wrong, they've basically rewritten that entire...
No, it's never existed now.
There are new books, though.
I'm seriously.
There's a whole set.
Legends.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Right.
There's like a whole set of new books about like Finn's time in the Stormtrooper Academy, and I mean they're really good. I'm just pissed that I wasted like, I don't know, 19 years of my life reading Star Wars books that are no longer accurate.
Yeah, but they got you, right? They got you for this new one, right?
They're selling a new one, and I asked my mother to buy it for me.
See, they got you.
Because I don't want to go pick it up.
But the best direction...
Thank you, Robert
Iger.
The struggle is real with Alexis.
I was lazy. I didn't want to go to the store and buy it.
You were weak.
The best direction they could really take with going with another Star Wars video game is to create its own proprietary story. Like, they were going to go make that Boba Fett game. They really should probably go ahead and go make that Boba Fett game, because that was a pretty awesome concept.
That's not actually a bad idea.
Yeah.
No, but
especially if you look at the mercenaries they actually have on Star Wars Online,
they are really cool.
They're pretty badass.
But Disney could still turn around and do the whole television series thing, like what Lucas was wanting to do.
I hope not.
1313. What do you? God, you hope not. Don't you know anything about how they put that together?
1313 would be an amazing series.
I just don't know if I can handle that much Star Wars at one time.
No, it's good. It's a good
watch
thing.
it. Why would you ruin it for the rest of us?
Want more.
We're dealing with that much Marvel at one time. I mean, come on.
You want more.
There is no such thing as too much Star Wars.
That is true. You're absolutely
That's right. You want more.
And that leads me into my first question. I was trying to get out of this topic and move on, but here's my first nerd question for you. Based on that particular topic, is there something out there that could be a video game, might be a video game, gonna be a video game that you really wish was not about to become a video game? Something that you're like, all right, listen, y'all just stop right now. And I've already got.
Hey everybody, this is Michael Rooker, and you're listening to Fanatics and the Fan.
Which Avatar?
The one that's getting ready to come out next year.
No, I just meant. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because if you're saying Avatar: The Last Airbender shouldn't be a video game,
you're
wrong.
No, I'm wrong. I'm definitely no. It really should. But they're gonna. I mean, obviously, when they did Avatar, and now with the next stuff, you know they're gonna make video games out of that. And not for them, but they shouldn't even do a sequel to the movie.
Too bad. Too late.
It made a lot of money,
yes.
So they're going to.
I love that story just the way it is. I was happy with it.
It's great to be happy with it, but they're going to go ahead and do it.
They should probably stop Halo.
Yes, they should.
Yes, they should have stopped Halo 3 games ago.
Wait,
what?
We don't need any more Halo.
Speaking on behalf of Xbox users, really?
Yeah. Speaking on behalf of the other half of Xbox users, yes.
Bungie left because of their disputes, and then made a terrible game called Destiny.
Played it.
Actually, Destiny did great numbers.
They lie.
Well, no, the numbers were good because they made really good trailers, and people started playing through it, and then played through it ridiculously fast, and it was just not worth it. Everything was super repetitive.
From what I'm told, people finished Destiny in a day, right?
Oh yeah,
it took me like
their beta,
and there was like no online appeal.
Their beta they put out a month. Their beta they put out a month before was literally 90% of their game.
Oh my god!
I played the beta.
I heard about that.
Yeah, I played the beta. And I'm like, if this is the world building they're going to give us before the game comes out, can you imagine how big this universe is going to be? Ugh. And then when I played it, and I'm like, this is it?
I finished that game in 12 hours.
Yeah.
It was not even worth the money
Which is why Overwatch was so popular, because it's so much better.
I love Overwatch.
They spent years on Overwatch. I was seeing drawings.
And it shows,
because Overwatch wasn't that game to begin with. Overwatch was going to be a new MMO for them.
Right.
And it just got so big and so complicated that, like, well, guys, this is too much.
We got to make some money off this.
What should they not be working on right now, Keith?
Should they not be working on?
Based on the movies and TVs and stuff.
I'm not basing it on... No. I wouldn't base it on that. I'd base it just on the idea of the game. To me, I think anything should be a game if people are willing to buy and pay for it and play it. If it's not something that I want to play, there's usually reasons for that.
I see the video game.
So
it's a thing.
Do you shoot at things?
No, you make duck calls.
Wow, that's exciting. I could have done that while I was down in the country.
Did I just prove you wrong right there? Because people pay for that.
No, people pay. Again, I don't want to crush their hopes and dreams.
What about you, Alexis?
I don't think we need a third Viva Pinata game ever. There's already 2 of them. I don't see any reason for more.
The studio needs more money.
Yeah, I think if I was going to say what they should make into a video game, I think they should do like the Daredevil Netflix like story basis, and they should put it into like the Ultimate Alliance style.
I can tell you games they should make, so like a real Highlander video game.
Oh, that'd be
the fact that they never really had a real one.
I didn't know they made one at all.
No, they made one. It was based on the anime series, and that kind of wasn't cool. But,
you're proving his own statement from earlier.
No, I didn't say they shouldn't make it. I just said it wasn't cool.
It's fair. Like, I've played it. It's fair.
But what I'm saying is that you can't have all these fans, all these people that have enjoyed, especially at least that first film, and not come up with a game for that. Given all the other types of games that we've seen, all the Final Fantasy games. I mean, that movie came out in 1985.
I was really into the TV show.
Yeah.
Did we talk about it last time?
Yeah, we did.
We talked about it in the one episode they got.
The Mysterious Lost podcast.
Because I'm actually really excited about that game. Although I feel like they've gone too far, and I can't play them anymore. You know what? If I got to go to college to learn how to play this game, it's too much.
Oh my god, that was the new BioShock.
Right.
That's not entirely, because I mean, if you go back to the basis of this RPG gaming, there was so much to it that if you were a kid, you didn't understand what was going on. You just hit crap.
Actually, my parents always bought me the manuals. I'm not going to lie. You know, the gamer's guide, I had one for every game.
You just hit crap and hope that you won. Like, I was playing...
That's how I play.
It was the Japanese third one of Final Fantasy, and you had individual careers that you could switch between.
Yes, I remember
and
that. Do you speak Japanese?
No, it was translated.
Oh, okay. You said that, and I immediately went, I'm sorry. What?
It's not labeled 3 in America, and that's how...
Okay, sure.
Yeah. But it's just one of those things is that eventually I just ended up making, all the same class because it became so overpowered, and I'm like, why would I have any sort of difference if I can make everybody, the strongest character in the game? But yeah, no, I think that, RPGs are supposed to be long, drawn out. We've gotten too used to these open world
and
Skyrims.
But they're nice.
But here's the thing. I know properties that would really benefit from being in a massive world. Mm-hmm. Dune would be great. Mm-hmm. Doctor Who is perfect.
Doctor Who would be amazing.
But, of course, the BBC won't do it because, they're idiots.
Well, if they make it wrong, they're going to get so many people.
Well, that's the reason why they just don't do it. Anything that costs them money. Yeah. I mean, if you said, it's going to cost you 50 cents, the BBC would go, oh, well, no. It's like, really?
I mean, they build all of the new doctors' wardrobes out of the huge wardrobe department at the BBC, and they're like, it's like, can I get can I get a leather coat? Is there one in the costume room? No, but we have a costume budget. Too bad.
Well, didn't Tennant actually bring his own shoes and stuff?
He did, yeah. They didn't have. They have Converse, of course, now in the costume shop. But I don't think originally they were like, you should wear dress shoes, and he's like, no, and just brought in Converse. And
that's pretty bad for a massive company like that that does what they do, and they're still running as if.
It's the 1960s and they have no budget?
Worse than that, but that's good. It's sad is really what it is.
It's one of the hilarious things is that they never ever started making their own merchandise until very recently. It doesn't until Hot Topic bought licensing and all that kind of stuff.
Well, that's the reason why they brought Doctor Who back.
Yeah.
They figured, hey, we can do all sorts of really nice licensing.
They also haven't done anything with, they don't bring in new villains very often.
No.
It's always the Daleks, because they've had the Daleks since, 1960.
Yep.
And so they're
actually, nobody
let's
has
just
any good
keep bringing them
right
back.
Now, except Gotham.
No,
that's not true.
Who's the villain in Gotham?
The last
Once Upon a Time has a new one.
Actually, I don't remember the last one. Which one am I... they just finished the
I guess the only one that really is a villain
is... Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze. They just finished Mr. Freeze.
Wait, does it count? Does it count on Once Upon a Time if the new villain is an old villain that is actually not the old villain?
No. You know what?
Actually, I've heard so much great things about that show. I'm going to start watching.
You know what?
It's really good.
I know that there are a lot of fans of that show, but I have a special hate for that show only because it denied us Fables.
Yes.
That show denied us Fables. So, I mean, I think the only way we're going to get Fables is for that show to go. So,
No.
hey, you guys have been on long enough. Got to go.
And now that we're on television.